see what the damage is this time. Oh, you're waking up. There's nothing to be alarmed about. My name is Nurse Violet. You can call me Vi. You are injured. Would probably explain the discomfort you're probably in. If you don't mind, I need to continue my inspection of your wound. Does that? It will hurt a little bit. I apologize. You appear to have a large gash on your face from your left ear to your right. You're incredibly lucky that it didn't get your eyes. Well, it's a long story, but this isn't unusual for me. I'm going to need to start by cleansing your wound. It's covered in dirt. It's going to be a little unpleasant. You're in a town called Forest Edge. I can't tell you that. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that you are incredibly far from the first person to end up here. There is no godly reason that anyone should show up on Forest's Edge, and yet well, let me just tell you, a few months ago I was terrible at giving stitches, and now I'm an absolute professional, so you're in good hands. Not weird. Well, it is weird. It's very weird, but look, you've been through a traumatic event, and I don't think it's wise for me to try and explain what I think is happening when you can't even remember who you are or where you're from. Once you've had a little time awake, I'll be more than happy to explain what I know. But suffice to say, you're safe, okay? You're safe here as long as you need to be. Well, you seem to be breathing fine. I noticed quite a few bruises on your body, but nothing that needs to be closed up as badly as this does. No, the power's just always out here. Forest Edge is quite literally the middle of nowhere. I did say that. I've lost track how many of you have showed up here, but my friend Hector brought you to me. He found you at the edge of the woods, unconscious. sorry, I have to go over your eyes. So the gash is from here to here. I think it's going to look really cool when it heals up, but I'm an optimist. Expending a lot of energy on trying to remember anything right now. It's not a good idea. You're likely in shock. You lost a lot of blood. And by your own admission, your head is killing you. So what we need to do is fix all that up before we start talking about that. Well, when I'm not patching up random strangers in the forest, I like going for walks. There aren't a lot of things to do in Forest Edge. I guess we have a bowling alley. You know, I've patched up at least a dozen people like you at this point, and not one of them asked me what I did for fun. Okay. Let me take a closer look here. You're going to need stitches, but don't worry. I went on a supply run quite a while back, so we're well stocked here. Want some whiskey? Alright. This is going to sting, but once it's done stinging, it'll feel like nothing, okay? Yeah, sorry. We need to go along. Yeah. I read a lot. I haven't always lived here. I used to live in the city, but it wasn't for me. As boring as some people might think it is here, being far away from the hustle and bustle, as it were, is surprisingly freeing. Are you okay? It's alright. It has been my experience that most of my patients tend to regain their memories within a few days. But I haven't had one completely forget their name before. You're probably be staying with me for a little while. What should I call you if you can't remember your name? Well, how about Red? You're wearing a red jacket. And it sounds like a real name. Okay, Red. You know, it'll be really funny is if that actually is your real name. You feel real smart. I feel like if your name is a color, you can never wear that color. Because everyone will just always give you shit about it. Because people are uncreative. Okay. We're just going to go over your eyes. I need you to close your eyes. Not tight, okay? You want to have very loose eyelids because if you scrunch it all, you could reopen the wound. And I haven't gotten to suture it yet. Okay. I also don't want any of this to drip into your eyes, okay? Okay. Other eye. Gentle closing, okay? As gentle as you can make. Don't squint. Oh, shit. I told you not to squint. It's okay. It's just opened a little bit and we're about to close it. Just a little bit more, okay? Do you remember what you like to do for fun? Okay. Well, you must have lived in the city then, for sure. Well, I have an idea of where you might be from, but I could be wrong. Okay. Here comes the unpleasant part. Well, don't think about it too much, okay? It won't hurt at all. The antiseptic that I dabbed on was a numbing agent as well. You would not believe how much practice I get at this. We used to have a doctor here, but he's been gone for, gosh, a long while now. And I have become quite a suitable replacement in his stead. Erickson, Dr. Erickson, you were well acquainted. I don't know what we call him. I'd call us friends. Alright, we're gonna start. Don't think about it. Just, talk to me about your favorite books. Okay, well, I'm not gonna judge you for your taste. Hold on. We're gonna have to go from, I don't think I got enough, that's all. And threading a needle in the dark is exceedingly difficult, so there's that. Okay. we go. Let's see. I like dystopian books. Although, less lately. It's not as fun to read about things that feel like they're actually already happening. You know? When it's not a fantasy anymore. Kind of loses its charm. I haven't read that one. We get delivery out here, but it takes a long time. It's very remote. It's going to be a lot of them, I'm sorry. But the last couple people that I've done sutures on have been absolutely thrilled with how they've turned out. Not that I get to see any of them heal up. Well, like I said, they weren't from around here. I tried to get Hector to take them home eventually. Hector, he's the one that found you and brought you in. Yeah. Okay. I'm faster at them too. I just couldn't, considering you need light. I'm guessing 40 or 50 across here. Well, do you remember some of the things you did in the city? You don't remember your name. You don't remember exactly where you're from. But you remember things that you like. Do you remember people? Don't worry. It'll come back to you. I promise you it's no trouble. Honestly, I haven't really liked to be alone for a while. I don't want to get into it. Not while you're in recovery, okay? Absolutely. What do you need for that? Yeah. Alright, we have water. Beautiful and even. They look amazing. It's going to be a badass scar. Well, we'll keep treating it while you're here. Regardless of whether or not you remember where you're from. I'm going to suggest as your doctor / nurse, because I'm not technically a licensed doctor, that you remain under my care for a while. I have some scar cream that'll help prevent it from being garish. Two more, okay? You're doing great. There we go. All patched up. You're still going to experience a little bit of bleeding, but we're going to go ahead and bandage you up now, alright? Let me just finish cleaning off everything, okay? Well, I cleaned up the wound, but you're filthy around the wound too. And I need to remove any extra dirt to make sure that there aren't any wounds I am missing. I didn't notice anything, but this is the alcohol wipe, so if you notice any stinging, let me know. How many feet sore, most likely. Don't worry. You're still going to look beautiful. I promise. Well, I've been learning a lot of what I consider to be pretty cool card games. A lot of the people that have been here are injured. So card games, you know, it's not like we can go out dancing. How are you itching? No, it doesn't matter. I'll destroy you. You do have some scratches there. They won't need any work done on them. They're clotted fairly well. Sorry, they will sting a little bit though. Cleaned up. I'm just going to put some gauze over the places that we have fixed up. And some tape, okay? No, this is your room. You don't have to move at all. And, lucky for you, I've got supper on. It's soup. Oh. Do you remember whether or not you like soup? No, I'm joking. Everyone likes soup. Alright. Stay still for me, please. going to do it in sections. There we go. Well, I'm currently attempting to create an environment in which you feel calm and safe, right? Well, it's ideal that I personally feel calm and safe to create that environment. And well, I would love to have a confidant. You are not in a state to be one right now. And while I appreciate your enthusiasm, let's get you feeling better, okay? Now, if you would please take this, open your mouth, lift your tongue, close your mouth, let it melt under your tongue, okay? That was one of my resupplies, and it should make you feel much better. Okay. Lastly, I'd like to use a bandage to make sure all of this stays on, okay? I'll be super gentle. We're not going to do it tightly. How's that feel? Okay? Okay. To make sure that it stays on, okay? Try not to cover your ears. I believe that. He's the worst taken care of. I want to just do a quick inspection of the rest of you, okay? I'm going to put my gloves back on for this just because I don't know if there's anything open. I'd like you to lay back and just go to sleep now, okay? We'll talk more in the morning. It's okay. Just close your eyes. Just checking for the rest of your... It's okay. Keep your eyes closed. Just checking, and everything's looking really good. But it's important that I'm thorough. You can fall asleep, okay?